surpassing Suzume and One Piece to become the best anime in cinema of 2022, awarded by Japan Academy Prize Association, stood 3 consecutive weeks as the highest grossing movie in Japan cinema, or becoming the highest revenue anime of all time in Korea. These above are just a glimpse of the first Slam Dunk's achievements. However, to me the movie represents something even bigger, that it might lead to a revolution in sports anime from now on. Okay, so let me explain. What exactly is the difference between the first Slam Dunk and other sport animes? Well, obviously, we have to mention that it used CGI art, which strongly improves the character's motion and the realisticity of every scene. And considering that the visual is probably the movie's strongest point, we definitely have to give our praise to director Takehiko Inoue and the whole movie staff. Seriously, you can feel the absolute smoothness of every dribble. While in most complicating action panels in the mangas, like when the players showing off their skills, these can be hard for the readers to catch up. The movie solves this problem very well with CGI art, and thanks to that, you can even feel the realness of the player's sweat. But that is not enough for it to be called an evolution. Yes, it is very stunning and all, but CGI art is nothing too new. There have been a lot of studios who have used CGI art in their animes, and some even have gained massive success from them. With animes like Doraemon, Stand By Me, or Ghost in the Shell 2, Innocence, or the famous Mappa's Chainsaw Man. So yeah, I don't consider the movie's art to be revolutionary. Rather, I'm here to talk about its flow. So what do I mean when I say flow? Well, what I'm trying to talk about is the speed of the movie. Back in the original anime in 1994, the studios would try to recreate every panel of the manga, so that often includes many slow motion-like scenes of the players talking to himself or their detailed talks. To me, as an enthusiastic manga reader, I like this way of anime adapting because it is manga loyal, and by thoroughly knowing the characters' talk process, their action and skills carry much more weight. However, though this way of adaptation has worked very well with most animes, it's true that with sport genre specifically, this is not very realistic. Well, like in an actual sport match, it's rare for a player to take like 5 minutes of talking and thinking just to make a feint, and 5 other minutes for the audience, the teammates, the coaches, and even the opponent team to be shocked at it. So, in order to make the movie as realistic and close to an actual basketball match as possible, Takehiko Inoue decided to cut or change every scene that would break the fast flow of Shoku vs Sano match. You can see a similar case with Haikyuu Season 4. Unlike the previous seasons, where you get to see each player's thinking process, and with a complicating sport like volleyball, understanding each of their decisions is really essential. The reason is that in volleyball, each situation, each action that players make are the result of myriads of thoughts processing. So Kageyama and Hinata's oddball combo would lose a lot of its effect for the viewers if they don't understand why in that particular situation Kageyama would choose to use Hinata, or how that combo outplayed the other team's blockers. Therefore, the spikes lose their weight, and as a result, this season of Haikyuu was really a disappointing laid-back compared to the earlier seasons for me. Like, you can say that it's not even Haikyuu anymore. Though in the manga, the national tournament arc was when the series was at its peak to me. So, if speeding up the flow is such a bad thing, then why would I say the first Slam Dunk is a revolution of sport anime? Well, the answer is actually quite simple. They just apply the method really well. Even though we cannot see how the player thought and the others marveling at their skills for 5 minutes, those scenes still bring a lot of hype and give me goosebumps. This is possible thanks to the movie's incredible CGI art, which successfully shows us how impressive those moves are. But that is not all, because I believe the main ingredient here, and also the aspect that the first Slam Dunk's strongest point lies in, is its sound effects and soundtrack. Every sound of the dribbles, the rim when Mitsui pulled off his perfect three-pointers, or the sound of the basketball shoes running on the court, etc. All those minor sounds are made and processed so well that they bring satisfaction for the viewers, but those are still inferior compared to the absolute hype brought by the movie's soundtrack. Seriously, whenever Daijiro Kan, the movie's theme song, is on, it mixes perfectly with the situation and never failed to give me goosebumps. That being said, close as it is, I still think that the movie isn't perfect yet, and there are some weaknesses that can be listed. First of all, is the role of the iconic duo Hanamichi and Rukawa. In the manga, they are given a lot of development scenes. With Hanamichi, it is his motives for playing basketball in the first place, and how that motive changed throughout the journey, as well as how he, from a basketball newbie not knowing how to do a layup, or the commonest shot in his genius language, to become the best clutcher for Shohoku. With Rukawa, it is his ambition and his development from a selfish and loner playstyle to a player that prioritizes the team's victory and learn to work with even the noob Hanamichi. Without these backgrounds, this duo's performance in the movie's match seemed less impressive and persuasive. Another weak point is the movie's antagonist, the opponent team, aka the unbeatable Sano. If in the manga, the author used several chapters to describe how powerful this team is and the pressure of each Shohoku player before the match, the movie only describes Sano through a small conversation of Ryota's brother about his dream is to defeat the powerful Sano, and that Sano is a team on the higher ground than Shohoku. And this kind of reduced the impressiveness of Shohoku's victory and its players' determination. However, I also think that these weaknesses are hard to be blamed, because in the movie, Takehiko chose Ryota Miyagi to be the protagonist, and during the movie, his journey is definitely admirable and nowhere less interesting than Hanamichi's. In fact, I think that this is a smart choice made by the author, because in the manga, Ryota's character hasn't been dug deep enough, and there was still a lot of this character that we still haven't found out. Next to that, with a running time of approximately 2 hours, we can't expect the studio to adapt every detail of the manga to the movie. During an interview, the original manga author, also the movie's director, stated that he named the movie The First Slam Dunk because he wants the movie to be enjoyable both to the fans and the new audience. And I believe he definitely achieved that goal. From my perspective, I think we should accept the fact that anime and manga are two different types of art, and therefore studios should choose a different way to approach an anime adaptation. I myself personally am excited to see other sport animes that can bring the vibes of actual sport matches. However, anime and actual matches are also different form of art, right? So anime studios should be careful to balance the elements in order to make sure their adaptations still carry the original manga soul. How about you guys? What do you guys think about The First Slam Dunk and my idea? I hope you guys can tell me in the comment, and if you like the video, please leave a like. I'm on stream fellow. I hope that I can make you guys my fellows later on, and see you guys tomorrow in the next video, of course. Thanks for watching.